The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back, it's Rivero. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the ground, it's Moran. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's got 48 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense rolls rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air, it's Rivero. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down. Turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Looking for a gap. It's Freeman. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere. And they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Caught behind the line. It's Moran. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about Alabama. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. With the catch, it's Freeman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Using his legs, it's Freeman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second and long. They want to run it left here. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
There's the pressure. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on 3rd down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to get it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Rivero. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Open the second half with a run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. scrambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Rivero. Punts it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go on top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Hard running there. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Moving away from pressure. Working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Finds his tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there is absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Gage. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain. And maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna run it. It's Freeman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Freeman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
All right, 4th and short, you need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. It's good. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Rivero. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
The give on the inside. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Got the back over the middle. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Gage. Gets it out fast. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Offense in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation, trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Got his man. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Gage. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the quarterback takes a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.